Canadian Bacon is a pretty decent film. It's definitely one of those films that I probably wouldn't have watched if I didn't have a specific reason, but I actually enjoyed it. I wouldn't watch it again, but as a one-time watch, pretty good. This was released in 1995, was written and directed by Michael Moore, and we have a cast including Alan Alda, John Candy, and Rhea Perlman. It's because of Perlman that I became aware of this. I have to say I love her character in this. I thought she was fantastic, and she's in it a pretty decent amount as well, so as a Perlman fan, I'm quite happy. With regards to the narrative, on paper it doesn't sound like something that would appeal to me, but the style of comedy just happens to be what I was in the mood for, and I rather enjoyed it. The President of the United States, that's his name, he doesn't have an actual name, if you like, is not doing very well. He's not very popular. So he ultimately decides to start a war with Canada. And that's what the film is about. Yeah, on paper, that sounds not to my taste. It doesn't sound like it would work very well. But honestly, I quite enjoyed it. That being said, the narrative itself is not what draws me to this, or at least it's not what kept me watching. It's okay, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's more so the interactions between the characters, the dialogue with the characters, just little funny things here and there. So the overarching narrative, I wasn't that bothered about. I didn't really care if he'd end up starting a war with Canada. I didn't really care if it would improve his popularity. But scene by scene, there was enough in there to keep me engaged. So I quite liked it. I thought it was pretty decent. I wouldn't watch it again. Well, I doubt I'd watch it again, maybe one day. But as a one-time watch, I thought it was something a little bit different. And this is why I love watching films, or watching the entire filmography of particular actors. At the moment, I'm working through the filmography, or all of the filmographies of all of the Cheers cast, including, of course, Perlman, and that means that I get to discover films I would never have given the time of day to. And thankfully, I'm pleased that this one was a pretty decent experience. If you're looking for something a little bit different, with some really great performances, a nice comedy style, at least nice to me, it's not the kind of thing I would always be in the mood for, but today, thankfully, it worked very well for me, and I'm quite pleased with it. So, Canadian Bacon may not be something I'm always in the mood for, but that being said, I quite enjoyed it, and if it sounds like something that might appeal to you, then I'd say it's worth watching.